Welcome to the Successful Team Podcast. My name is Shimon Fatima, and I've created this podcast to inspire teens to succeed in life. Today, we're going to be talking about the 50th project, which is a 50-day project that I have experimented on and created my own reality in it. But the question is, what is the 50th project? It's focusing every single day on yourself, on self-development, on self-improvement for the next 50 days on working, training, and having a better mindset. Because I finished this project 50 that literally everyone's talking about online, here are the cons I've created from this. It's one of the most amazing parts of my life. This is the time where I just don't give up. I keep going through failure and I win. Because the only way to go after failure is just to win, obviously. So here are some things that I have gained from the 50th project, and also the things that you should be also getting from the 50th project when you act and start this challenge. First thing I've learned, which is the most obvious thing you could probably think of, is discipline. Doing something day after day and doing it like you love it, even though you hate it. Training, let's say. I hate training right now. I really hate training. But I still do it because I know I need to have a healthy body. I need to have a healthy mind. And because I put myself through suffering and pain and create discipline from it, the mental image of myself doing this every single day, it creates discipline for other things too. Businesses, friends, family, all the things that you could implement discipline into. If you learn how to be disciplined by training every single day, well, it's going to be easier for you to have discipline to work every single day, pushing everything forward. Because everything counts what you do. You might think nothing counts, or I train and then I don't see any results. But that training counts. You do it 30 more times, that's when you see results. When you work, even though you don't do that much, or you do something that it's a must to do, but it's not that effective, it's still a stepping stone to your goals, to your success, to your wins. And it's very easy to learn discipline. Because when you learn discipline, it's a game changer, first of all. And second of all, it changes the mindset you have. Instead of thinking, oh, I failed and I quit, you should think, I failed and this is why I'm gonna win. I learned from my mistakes. And here's an example I want to give for you all. It's a very good example that I just thought of today. Imagine a football match. When the game ends and you have a loss of 3-0, which is your opposing team scored 3 goals against you, and you're losing and you lost the game because the match ended. Well, the only way you can do is quit, right? Because the game has ended. But if you turn that game around for the last 15 minutes of that game, they scored 3 goals, and then you score 4 goals in the last 15 minutes. That's winning through failure. And people need to learn this. I understand this topic, this example I gave you is not really existent because when the match ends, it ends and you have to wait for the next season. But think about it a little bit. If you implement this, that you are losing, but then you can win from it, just because you failed and learned from it and you can win. It's a really good place to be in, to learn the discipline to win through failure, because that's the only way you can do it. Because you keep trying. If you try your best every single day and actually try your best,
The
The only way is to win. If you do things day after day after day and you just focus on it, focus on the goals you have ahead, there is no way you can lose. The only way you can lose is when you quit. You need to be disciplined, and when you are disciplined, you get good karma from it. The things you put into this earth, into the nature, into God, you get it back. But never do it because you want to get things. Good karma will come to you when you just push it out just because you love doing it.
And
Obviously, sometimes you might think discipline about training. You hate to train. Nobody likes to train. I'll tell you that. Nobody likes to train every single day. Nobody likes to train and suffer so much and get nothing from it. No changes in the body. We must change the mindset of that discipline. Instead of thinking, I want to build a body, start to think, I want to have a healthy body. Changing the whole perspective of how you train. I want to be healthy, so I train. Not, I want to get a good body, so I train. I want to look good and I want to train. That's only the side effects. You must think and change the subject in your mind, the way you think about something, to make it easier for you. You want to live longer. You want to be healthier. You don't want to be a granddad who doesn't know, you can't walk, who has so much stress. You don't want to be that person. So you think about that and you say to yourself, I want to be healthy, so this is why I train. And discipline, motivation will come every single day for you because you just have to train every single day because you don't want to be a stressful guy in the future or a guy who's really old now and you can't walk or you can't lift stuff. There are people out there who are 80 years old and they can still work out every single day and go for runs. Same as David Goggins, he's about 60 right now and he still runs 20 kilometers a day since the day I was born. Isn't that amazing? That's just that crazy-minded individual where you can see that this guy is on something. He has something. He has unlocked the mindset of passing even through failure to win. Now, it's crazy to think that since the day I was born, this guy has been running 20 kilometers every single day. If that doesn't motivate you to do something, and he doesn't do it because he wants to have a fit body, because he does it for his mind. A healthy mind, healthy body, so that he can succeed. Change the perspective of what you want to do, like work. Don't say you want to make money from it. Ask yourself, what do I want to do for the rest of my life that I love doing it every single day? Change the whole perspective of everything you do, every single subject you do, everything you work on. Because if you change the subject of how you think, the perspective, it motivates you every single day to do it. Now, obviously that motivation will disappear, but same as when a plane flies, if it's with the engine stop, it keeps flying because you've already got that momentum. You keep flying. That speed is very precious. You have to do it fast. And once you lift off, the only way is still going up. And then you can always fix the engines and just keep flying. It's the same thing. The momentum will lead you. Even if you don't have motivation, if you don't have discipline for one day, you'll still train, you'll still work, you'll still do the things that you always want to do because you know it's just good for you. And everything I've told you is what I have learned from the last 50 days. It's all about good karma, discipline, and learning through failure to win, which is the most important parts of your life. To actually win through failure. I can't even remember how many hateful comments I had on my content on the main channel, Shimon Fatima, I have a lot of hateful comments. But I just ignore them because I know my worth. I know that I am the best. I know that I could be the better person, and I keep improving myself every single day to become that person I always adore. So no words can actually hurt me because I know my worth. I love myself, I love others, and that hatred that they have towards me, it's only a mirror of what they show themselves. And for that reason, I'm never hurt from hateful content. I always think about myself. And most people have this difficulty when someone gives them a negative comment or negative in real life comment. They start to feel very, very bad. You have to become the person you want to become, the idol you always desired. As if you become that, you will know your worth, and no words that come out of people's mouths will ever hurt you. And that's the reality. If you put yourself through the pain, the suffering, there is no one on this earth that can hurt you now. And if you always tell the truth, if people can trust you, if people can believe in you, and you have that good karma vibe, the good vibe that you are the person you always wanted to be, everyone's going to trust you, first of all, and you are going to be such an open person. No matter how much pain you are in, no matter how much suffering you in, no matter how many negative comments you get, real life or online, nothing will hurt you, ever. And once you learn this, it's a complete game changer. I ignore every single negative comment, but every positive comment I always reply. And it's a thing that I don't really understand too much because it just happened to me. I had loads of negative comments, a lot of negative comments in my lifetime. And every single one of them, before I implemented this strategy, it was very hurtful. I tried to talk to these people, try to understand why they said this kind of word, why they said that I am a loser. It was quite painful. But after I started ignoring them because I knew my worth, the whole game just changed. Now we can get onto the Project 50. What if you want to implement this into your life? What I did and what you should be doing every single day to become the best individual you could ever be, the idol you always desired to be. And I know I say this a lot, idol you always desired to be, because most don't have an idol in their image, in their brain, in their mindset. They don't even have that idol you always wanted to be. You have to create that image of this person and try to strive every single day to become him. So let's get back to the topic. What is it you have to do for the Project 50 to actually improve your life? Because to be honest, it only takes 90 days to completely change the level of your game in life. If you start to implement this for 90 days, I know it's 50 project, but if you implement this for 90 days, life just becomes so much easier, even if you put through this pain and suffering. The first thing you must do is obviously exercise. And everyone has heard this before. Exercise, exercise, exercise. What? Do I have to go to the gym? No, you don't. That's the good thing about it. You don't have to go to the gym. Just because people say you have to go to the gym doesn't really mean you have to. You just need to train every single day, even if it's 5 minutes of you doing press-ups or doing 100 press-ups a day or doing yoga or stretching some weight so you can actually build muscle in some way or stretching the muscles to warm up. It's all about being disciplined to do something every single day. I don't go to the gym anymore because I need more time to work on my projects. So I do calisthenics. I put a bag on my back and I do press ups with 10 kilos. I do about 600 of them and I increase the weight every single week until I have the max load. And then I do a different kind of variation of the press up. Right now, I'm doing 600 press ups with 10 kilos. And the next step I'm gonna go is doing star press ups. And why am I telling you this? It's because you need to make it harder every single week. Make your trainings a lot harder than it was a week before. And because you do this, your mind gets stronger and your body gets stronger. Next thing, obviously, everyone knows, work on your projects. Plan your projects, create your projects, and do the projects every single day. Doing a project every single day for an hour, only for an hour, will get you to success a lot faster. Because doing nothing, it will get you nowhere. And we want to succeed. So what do? We have to work on it, even if it's for an hour a day. It could be 15 hours a day like I work. Or it could be 12 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. Just to do something every single day to gain that goal you always wanted to have. It's very important to do this. Do it every single day so that you can get closer to your goals and your dream idol. And that's pretty much it. It's other things like getting rid of addictions, bad habits, read, meditate, pray. I mean, these are all optional if you really want to. Focus on the things you always have to do. But my day looks like this. I wake up, I work, I train, I spend time with my family, and then go back to sleep. And then wake up, work, and then train. And this is my day for the last 3 months. Just working, putting my head down, and doing what I'm supposed to do. Because I did this, I have become a completely different individual than I was before. I've completely changed my mindset, completely changed the way I think, completely changed the way I dress, everything. It's completely different. And I love it. I love myself for doing this, for going through that pain and suffering. Even though it was so hard, I did it because I knew I had to. If I want to become that person I always want to become, this is the only way. Because I have large dreams in my life. People always ask me, what do you want to do in life? And I always tell them, imagine the biggest dream a human could ever dream of. Now forget it, because my dreams are bigger than any human can think of. And the reason I say this is because my dreams are so large that nobody understands them. Nobody can understand my dreams because that's how large they are. And it doesn't really mean that I'm going to be like a famous person or I'm just going to be rich and wealthy. That's not the point I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about the cosmos. I'm talking about spaceships. I'm talking about moon and Mars and other planets on our solar system, our galaxies, the multiverse. You know, it's all the way up there. That's my dreams. Out there in the sky. That's where my dreams lie. I will shoot for the stars and aim for the moon. And this is the reason why I can't tell people what I want to do in life, because my dreams are so large that nobody will ever understand them. Only the high people like Elon Musk would understand me. But he's not here, is he? So the reason why I tell myself I can do this, because I believe in myself. I love myself so much and I trust myself that I will do it. And because of this Project 50, I have learned that self-trust. I've learned that if I want to do something, I will do it 100% of the time and become the better person. I will be the best. This is what I tell myself every single day. I don't go to a mirror and say I'm the best. I just, in my mind, in my conscience, I just know I am the best. No one can beat me. Because I will always beat anyone in my projects. If I didn't start Project 50, I wouldn't be here. I would be unmotivated, undisciplined. My physique would have been terrible. My dress sense would be terrible. I would have not ever been here. Even though I went through a tragic life, hard part of my life, I went through a rabbit hole that I couldn't get out of. And then from that day, I destroyed my mind, body, soul, heart, and personality. And the reason I had to do that is because I wanted to create the reality I wanted to have. I destroyed myself through training, manipulating myself into thinking I'm the worst person on the planet. And because I manipulate myself into thinking I am the worst, I found self-love because I script every single evil done upon me. And I found my heart due to that discovery, that finding. And because I found myself, I found self-love. I literally dug into my heart and found the point where the little child I was in my teen years, when I was 7 years old, I felt loved. And I found that position, destroyed everything around it, destroyed my whole mindset, destroyed everything through manipulating myself, becoming the worst person. I found the object and I started building on it. Right now, I am true self-love. I love myself so much. I trust myself so much. I believe in myself. I have faith that I will become the best person on this planet. And due to this 50th project, it helped me to realize this. It helped me realize the self-love. I'm building on myself. I was broken before this 50th project. And I built on top of the self. It was a project to build and build and build on myself of what I have destroyed on. I focused on that point of self-love and started building myself. And because of all this, I created my own reality. I created my own self. I am the best I could ever be. I've never met another me. That's another question that I would keep asking. Will I ever meet someone like me? Well, that's going to be very hard to find. Who else is as amazing as I am? I presume nobody, but only God will know that. Only God will let me know. Only God will lead me to that person. And I'm just waiting. For now, I put myself out there. I am the best. I am the most amazing. I love myself. And because of this 50 project, I found the truth inside me. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and I'll see you soon.